point A. You are telling us how you have been able to move from point A to move gradually to point B to point C to point D. So that is what this particular aspect is saying, is asking of you. Then what level is your business now? You have 10 customers in the year 2022, but you've been able to grow from 2022 to 2024 now, you now have 50 customers. So you should be able to tell us the stage at which your business is now, listing your products and your production base, your customers base, and the likes. Then your impact in the community. How many employment have you created through employment, through recruiting people to work for you? So that's another thing that this particular traction area is talking about. Okay, so then we move. All right. Yeah, financials. You cannot go for any pitching competition without knowing your financials, without having record of your financials. And that is why it is very important in pitching. Every funders or donors or investors want to know how you are, or you'll be able to manage the funds they are going to be giving you. So they start from asking for your record, your financial record, your cash flow, outflow and inflow that comes in and out of that your business. They want to know. So we have this simple financial template also that you can use. So I listed startup capital required. How much do you require to do that your business? Or how much do you want to spend in total for that your business? So I listed the activity. Activity include the pre-opening expenses. What are those expenses that you are going to be incurring in the process of starting your business or running your business? And pre-operating of expenses are the money you spend like on a daily basis. So how much? I just sum total everything now. I said 2 million should go for a startup. Then you come again to look at the stock. What are those goods you are going to be stocking? New life, you're going to be stocking your leather, right? You're going to be stocking machine, right? And what else? Those things you'll be stocking in the process of that your business on a regular basis. Then how much? I said, okay, 2 million. Then I said here again that initial operating expenses on the, what is that operating expenses? Like daily, we're looking at cost of running that your business on a daily basis. How much is it? I also gave them 2 million. I wrote 2 million naira here. So then you sum them all. These detail sites, you list the detail of what you need, that 2 million, you break them out one after the other. You list them so that it fits into that 2 million naira cost. Then total startup capital estimated is 2 million. So you just sum everything up and get your amount. So if your own business is not up to 2 million, there is no point putting 2 million. If it is 500,000, write it. Write everything you'll be needing and the amount, write it in these financials. And now, so what are the sources of funds? Because for any investors to give you money, they want to know, okay, how this business you want to start, what are the sources of your funds? Are we looking at your personal funds? Are we looking at friends and family? Are we looking at investors' fund? Are we looking at loan investments? Are we looking at grant investments? Do you want to crowd fund for your to get funding? How much? All this money, how much? You list it. Then what percentage do you want to get from each of the sources of fund to make up that 2 million? If 2 million is your total startup capital fund, then you need to break them down. Okay, from this 2 million, how do you want to get it? From family and friends, how much are you expecting from them? From bank loan, how much are you expecting from them? From grants, how much are you expecting from them? Then you list up to amount to 100%. That is that 2 million. And here also has the financial indications. So which number of years are you projecting that you'll be able to raise that money? 24 months here, and that's 2 years. What is your total turnover for that 2 years, that 24 months? How much? You state it. And this is now the time you need to put your normal number. I only put, you can see that just 2 million I'm putting in all this, just for you to know that it's a template that serves as a guide. So you then need to sit down with this financial template and include your own using the funds, the normal amount you use for your businesses on a daily basis. So in 24 months, you have total turnover also in 2 million. Then total gross profits. You have your total net profits. So you have to list all this in your financials. When you are putting up your pitch deck, if you have been asked to submit a pitch deck, you use this simple template to submit a pitch deck, except if the organization provided a sample pitch deck for you to use, then that is when you can use their own template. Otherwise, this is a very simple template to use. And yeah, you have what? Your competitive advantage. This is where you are going to tell us what stands you out. What will make people to come to patronize you? This is where you are going to state it. And in doing so, you can list your competitors. The last class we did on business plan, I also shared on how you list your competitors. And so from that, your business plan, you pick your competitors from there, then list their names, list their address here, and beside it, you list your own. And you then state what will stand you out from that other competitors. Why will people come and patronize you? You list all that. So in also writing your competitive edge advantage, you can tell us how you started, where you are, and where you hope to be. By telling us how you stand up, how you are going to take the biggest share of the market. This is your competitive edge. So this is the part at which you are going to list and explain what stands you out. It could be, I explained a lot about this last time in our class. So I believe you should know what I mean by competitive edge. And the last part of this template, of course, you can put your logo here, you can put maybe whatever you want to put here, then your contacts also. You put your contact, your phone number, your email, your website, your social media. And behold, you've gotten your simple pitch deck template for that your business. Okay, so let me take, we're going to take few questions before we go into our breakout section. Or, okay, let me take few questions from this pitch deck template. I think I can still start half of the pitch deck pitching presentation before we go into our breakout section. All right, so question now. So if you have any question, let's have it. Question time. Question. Hello, class.
Hello, ma.
Yes, please.
Sarah is on the line, ma.
All right, Sarah, go on.
Yes, ma. You were talking about the turnover, not turnover the other time. Please, can you expatiate more on it?
The turnover, okay.
Annual turnover, yes, ma.
Okay, yes, annual turnover, like how much do you make from that production annually? That's what annual turnover is. So if you are producing like 12, I used 24 months now, that means you are going to, it's 3 years now. So annual turnover of 1 million. So if you are writing for 2 years, according to this one, 24, which shows 2 years, that means you should have like 2 million based on this figure I use. So you calculate what you make annually, what you sell from that product annually. Then of course, you know, your turnover has all the figure. Then your gross profits, your net profit. So when you remove tax, you remove all those payments, incentive, paying staff, paying for all the expenses you incurred from the gross, then you have the final net profit. So net profit is what remains after you have taken out your tax. From this 2 million now, if we say your gross profit is 200,000, I mean, you have a turnover of 2 million, right? I'm using this figure, a turnover of 2 million for 2 years, 24. Understand this, we are using 24, that's 2 years now. So in 2 years, we have 2 million naira. Then by the time you remove tax and all those expensive, let's say 200,000 for tax, how much is left? So your net profit will then be 1.8. So what you are making at the end of the day, at the end of those 2 years, will now be 1.8, not 2 million, because you have taken out 200,000 from the 2 million. So turnover is how much comes in all total for your business in a year. That's if you are doing annually now. Is that taken?
Yes, ma. Well understood, ma.
All right. So
Yes,
any
ma. Thank
other
you.
question? Yeah, any other question from another person before we proceed?
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
My name is Putra.
Yes, please go on.
Please, are we pitching our business plan today or?
Are you what?
Are we pitching our business plan today?
Yes, if you want to get funding from this program, you are going to pitch. And this is a template I'm using. This is a template we use. And that is why I'm walking you through the template so that you are able to understand. By the time we ask you to submit your pitch deck, definitely we are going to come back to this template. So you are going to pitch. There's always funding for our program. So it's not just to go through the class. We also provide funding. So when we tell you to follow us as during this pitching section is because we want you to pitch at the end of the class. So this is a guide for you now.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So let's move to our next, we need to move to our next class so that we are able to cover half of the class before we go for our breakout section. Okay, can you see this? Can you see this? My slide, my screen. Can you see my screen?
No, it's blank. Oh. The screen is blank, ma.
It's black. Oh, really?
Yes, there's
It's
nothing
still
there.
loading. Screen sharing is still loading.
Oh. I want to share the other part of my presentation. This network is just somehow. The screen share is loading. Why is it taking time to load? Okay, so let me go on with the presentation. Why is still loading? All right, so we are going into the, okay. Oh, great.
It's showing now, ma.
So it
Hello, we can
showing now,
start
great.
now, ma'am.
Yes, so now pitching your idea. What do you mean by pitching? So what is pitching exactly? When we say pitching, you are going to stand in front of investors to talk about your business plan or talk about what your business is doing in order to access funds, to get funding for your business. That's just what pitching is all about. So pitching is a presentation of your business plan. And that is why we started this program with business model canvas, with business plan, and now pitching. Because all you'll be pitching about is your business. Yes, so pitching is just presentation of your business plan to an investor, stakeholders, or lenders in a simple term. So pitching is a process that needs to be prepared for. And that is why you cannot just go and pitch without being prepared. You don't know the numbers. When they're asking you for your business record, annual income, annual turnover, you don't know. So that is the essence of this class, for you to know that before going for any pitching presentation. Preparation is needed. Whenever you stand in front of investors to pitch, have this in mind that your pitching must be engaging enough to get potential funders to be eager and to be willing to fund your businesses. So if I ask now that, okay, suddenly you met Show Halakija, this woman now, the Flourish Africa, and you have that opportunity to pitch to her, what will you tell her about your business? What will you say? So I want someone who can just tell me, okay, in just 1 minute, you have the opportunity to maybe to Dangote, or you meet anybody. What will you tell that person about your business? I want a response.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please go on.
My name is Salaudin Bukola Secret. If I have the opportunity to pitch, first and foremost, I will introduce myself, my name, my business name, nature of that the shop is. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, please go on.
Hello.
I can
Okay.
hear.
Yes,
Go on.
If I have the opportunity to pitch, first of all, introduce myself, the name of my shop, what am I selling?
Okay.
The plan, how much did I have at hand? For example, if you ask me, what is your name? I'll tell them my name, my business shop. Tell them, like, my shop is Mujib Ventures now. I'll tell them Mujib Ventures.
Okay,
what do
now,
you do?
so
What do you
pitching.
sell in your...
All right, so pitching, nobody will ask you, what do you do? You are going to sell, you are selling yourself immediately. Okay, consider that, okay, you met somebody like Dangote. You know, he's just nodding his head. Like, okay, wow, I'm impressed. So this is what, oh, great, I'm impressed. So that is what we talk. Pitching must be engaging. You must be saying, oh, hello, sir, my name is this, I'm into this, and we've done this. I worked with the federal government in a partnership project that we did this and you did that. Oh, you know, that alone will capture his attention. Now you work with federal government. How? And that is where you'll be able to penetrate him. Or maybe you say, oh, you've run empowerment program for youth in the society. So you've been able to empower 100 youth and you taught them how to make shoe and bag. That alone will give them attention. So any pitching must be engaging, something that will attract them. So what do you think you can tell them that will make them say, oh, wow, I love what you are doing? What do you think you can say? In 1 minute, though, you know, you don't have all the luxury of time. You just met this person at the airport or in an elevator pitch. So you just have 1 minute to tell yourself. How will you say it? That's what I want to hear.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, please.
Hello. I'm Salaudin Bukola
Please go
Secret.
on.
I'm Salaudin Bukola Secret. If I'm opportunity to meet Dangote today to express myself or pitch or tell him what I do, I will tell him I empower young graduates. How?
Okay.
I have a show. I have a company that will teach them how to create bags.
All right.
Hello, Sarah Izima.
All right, please. Let's hear you.
Yes, ma'am. New Life is a registered company that finds an opportunity in solving the rate at which people patronize locally made products. So we decided to bridge the gap by sourcing high quality leather materials to produce quality leather bags and shoes for male and female. As a company working in alignment with sustainable goals 3, 6, 8, 9, and 17, we've been able to train and empower more youths and women in the community, so as to reduce the rate of unemployment, poverty, and crime in the society. Thank you.
Wow. So you can see that it's sounding interesting because, wow, you've mentioned SDGs, you've mentioned youth, young graduates. That alone, you have captured my attention. So that is what pitching is all about. You must be able to capture the attention of the other person you are pitching to. And that is the only thing that will make you get funding. Because after saying all this story and they got interested, they will now ask for further questions. Okay, wow, can I have your card? Do you have a website? You know, can I see the sample of what you've done and all those things? And that is just how you'll be able to get funding for that business. Now, how about idea pitching? Whether you are building a new product, you want to add a new features to your product, or you are seeking for funding, you will need to pitch the product idea clearly to the stakeholders or potential users. And without this, you will risk building something that will neither be useful or feasible. Okay, so as you can see here, this is me, and this is one of my colleagues. We were invited for a program. In fact, we were lodged in an hotel. And during this time, we were called upon to pitch for this. You can see this building. So we were talking about building in Lagos State, and we were giving them sample. Like you can see, I was trying to arrange the building while my colleagues pitch the idea. So this was an idea that we just said, okay, let's pitch about this idea. So this shows that you can pitch for an idea, and even if that idea goes, then you can go on to go and register that business idea if you believe you can run with it. So you can pitch for idea, you can pitch for an existing business that you have been running. You want to get funding, you can pitch about that. You can pitch about an idea, and you can pitch for an existing business. So now, what makes a great pitch? In pitching competition, there are some things that you should consider when you are pitching. First, you need to understand the pitching scope, meaning that you have to be knowledgeable about your business idea in mind. It is not the time to go and be looking at a book. You should know what your business is all about, what you are doing. So it is that time to sit down to learn about the available funds and investors before going to pitch. You know, most of the time, some entrepreneurs, in the quest for getting funding for their business support, they just attend any pitching competition. It's not so. So you need to gain insight to the investor's record and funds available. If you hear that somebody is giving funding for business, ask yourself, who are these investors? How many people have they funded before? How many people? So you can do this by checking them online. As we all know, Tony Elumelu is a foundation that gives $5,000 to 1,000 entrepreneurs every year. So that is a record that we know. So if you now hear another person saying they're giving funds, who are they? You need to check that person. And also the component of the pitch deck, you need to describe your vision. You cannot go and pitch to an investor without having a business vision. What product are you selling? What value are you giving your customers? What is your competitive edge, or who are your competitors? And then your financials, you also need to know all this. Then discuss how you intend to attract your customers. We did all this in our business model canvas. How do you want to attract your customers? You know, is it through social media? Is it through exhibition? Is it through placing your products in supermarket, and many more that we did in the BMC session? So we also have what we call post-pitching presentation. Of course, when you are pitching, you need to manage your time well. If you are given 1 minute to pitch, make sure it is 1 minute. If it is 2 minutes, most of the time, some organization also ask you to send a video of pitch, and they will tell you that the video should not be more than 2 minutes. So you need to know how many minutes you are given and then follow the time. Follow the time that you are given. Okay. So, of course, then follow up. So if you know the organizations that called for that pitching, make sure you follow up. You can ask questions that, oh, how far? I submitted my pitch deck, but I've not heard from you. You also need to find out and follow up. So components of a pitch deck, if you are asked to submit a pitch deck, there are some important things that they want to know about your business, and they want to know about the problem you are solving. They want to know about the solution you are providing. They want to know about the products, your target audience, your uniqueness, just like New Life organization stated its uniqueness as quality bag, durability, and fashionable. You know, those are your uniqueness. So you need to list them in your pitch deck. So who are your competitors? And of course, your financials. You cannot go for any pitching competition without them asking for your financial. In fact, just the Access Womenpreneur application, I was just looking at that application and they said submit your statement of account for 1 year. So you can see there's no any competition now that will not ask for your financials. So it is very important to keep record of your financial. And also you need to know who you are pitching to. Don't just go because people are going to pitch. You too, you find yourself there. No, you need to consider that when you accept an investment, this is one thing you should know, that once you have been selected, it's just like you have been selected into this program with Net Factory. All right. So you have you should think about the partnership with them because you're already an alumni of this program. So you already started a relationship with them. So that is the way it is for investment also. So when you go to pitch, it's about more. Okay. It's about more than more. All right. Yeah. So now, if you go to pitch, it's not just about money. There is more to money. Yes, that's what I mean. So you should know that you are entering into a partnership with an investors. And that is why if you get the 5,000 US dollars from the Tony Elimelu program, that first 5,000 US dollars, once you get it, that's not the end of it. There's another level of that funding. But the mistake some people make is that once they get the 5,000, they get it and they go. They don't understand that there is need for constant relationship. And how do you build constant relationship? By following up, maybe sending report of your business that, oh, the 5,000 US dollars you gave our business, this is what we've been able to use that money to do. And this is what we have also, the profit we have generated from that. In fact, every investor would be happy to hear that, oh, you really utilize the money you got from them. And you also sent reports. So when there is another opportunity, they will not give those people that did not send reports, but they will rather be focusing the attention to give only those people that sent in the reports, the milestone of their business. So it's very important. Put it in mind that you're going to relationship, partnership, and not just the funding. So you must perform your due diligence and research potential investors before making your pitch deck. Yes. And some people reach out to me that they submitted their pitch deck to this organization. They didn't call them. I hope they've not stolen their idea. If you feel you are not comfortable in sending out your pitch deck or your business plan or whatever document of your business, then find out to know that organization that is calling for it. Because most of the time, the truth of the matter is that when organization receive this document, after they have used it for that, review the application for that period, that's all. They don't need it anymore. They only ask you to submit it for the sake of that program. And after that program, that's all. Nobody will use your business plan or business speech deck for anything. Who have time? No. But if you are doubting that, oh, maybe somebody will steal your idea. So my own advice is that you need to then perform your due diligence, research to know the potential investors, to know those that are calling for your pitch deck. You know, like I said, some entrepreneurs try to get in front of every investor, despite their industry expertise or firm's investment stage. This is bad. Tony Elumelu will tell you that we are funding startup between 1 to 3 years. And you know that your own business is not up to, is more than 3 years. Why are you applying? That alone, they will not pick you because you have missed an eligibility criteria. An eligibility says 1 to 3 years, and your own business is more than 3 years, 4 to 6 or 5 years, and you're applying. They will not pick you. They will focus their attention on 1 to 3 years. And another thing is the organization might be saying our fund is for people in agribusiness. And you know that you are in fashion or you are in leather business. Why do you need to apply? You don't need to apply because it's not speaking to you. They've already stated it that we are funding agribusiness. So if you now submit your pitch deck to that organization, they will not even call you. They won't even acknowledge that we have received your pitch deck because you are not their own target audience. So let us get informed that it's not just every pitch deck, every pitch you want to go for. Make sure they said, okay, the funding is for general. It's not specific. Oh, good. Then anybody can then apply. So do your own due diligence so that you don't blame yourself or start regretting that you sent out your pitch deck and you didn't get any response. So now I have asked questions. And the question should be, what stage do they invest in? What sectors do they invest in? You know, if they are calling for fashion and you are in agri, is it the same thing? No. They might be asking for earliest startup stage, that is 1 to 3, and your own is more than. If you submit, do you think they will pick you? No. So you need to ask this question, that what stage are they investing in? Is it that it is growth equity? Yes. Funding for expansion, funding for scaling. Oh, that is when you now say, okay, 4 to 5 years, and they are not even specific about the years, then you can apply. So, you know, some investors also reserve funding for matured company, and that is when they call for so they call for growth equity funds. So they want to know that we want to invest our fund in businesses that has been existing for like 5 years and above. So find research and ask questions to know the stage of investment that they are calling for. So before making your pitch, you should have a rough estimate of the money and resources you need to launch your business. Like we use that template. I stated 2 million. So if it is 2 million that you need and the funding is saying 2 million to 5 million, oh great, then you should go for it. Flourish Africa give 3 million naira. So to women entrepreneurs, 100 women entrepreneurs every year. So you know that it is 3 million naira Flourish Africa is giving. And your own business is 2 million, you know that, oh, fine, you're even in that bracket. But if a business is saying that we are giving 10 million naira and your business is still under 10 million, you can apply. But if they are giving below your launch, your own business amount, then of course you don't need to go for it, except you say, okay, oh, money is money. Let me start gathering small money like that, because I've seen grant of 500,000. Yes, 500,000, and I've seen grant of $500. You know, if you compare $500, how much is it? And so, and there are grants of 1,000, there are grants of 5,000, grants of 10,000, and the likes. So you need to align yourself to the investors. What are they giving, and how much is your own business? How much does your own business worth? So research. Before you go for any pitching competition, research. Who are the investors? What are their track records? You need to dig deep into the investor's experience and investment history to determine the types of company they typically finance. Yes, of course, you need to find out what that grant or that pitching competition is all about. You need to know the background, the knowledge that they might already have, and whether your personalities will meet. Yes, so you need to research and find out all this information yourself as a business person. You need to find out all this. So these informations will enable you to modify your pitch. Yes. And you know, some people, the business name they have is not pointing to a particular direction of services. So they can quickly change. If Agric is calling for funding, you will see them apply, modify their business pitch deck to that. If maybe if it's related somehow to what they are doing, maybe somebody in catering can still say, okay, let me modify my pitch deck to access Agric funding. Yes, then we can look at if someone in fashion and there is a call for leather shoe, someone in fashion can still say, okay, let me modify my business plan to suit that pitching that they call. And so you need to plan your way. So understand what industry they invest in. Yeah, so, you know, several firms focus on specific sectors. So you need to know, for example, Rethink Education. So Rethink Education is a venture capital fund that invests in early and growth stage education technology startups. So if you are in EduTech, this is a fund platform that you should be thinking of to explore what they have. Then knowing the types of company the firm invest in can help you tailor your pitch and zero in on their presumed priorities. Yes, if you know the area that they are calling for, you won't even waste time in starting to write that pitch deck. Okay, so consider how you are presenting yourself. If you have been called to pitch, how do you present yourself? How do you carry yourself, your charisma, your dressing, your manner? When you get into the hall, do you greet other people? You know, all these things matter. So although your ideas and skills matter, but your personality is equally as important, because investors also want to know they are entering into a partnership with the right people. So they want to have a good perceptions about your character and your trustworthiness. They want to know if they invest in you, you will not run with their money. If they give you funding for your business, you will not, the next thing, you block them from reaching you, and you won't even do the business you claim you want to do. So investors too, they are watching. Are you the type that is open for collaboration? Are you the type that is open for correction? You know, investors want to know whether the founders have worked together before. So are you the one that have team? You know, do you work with team members? Because some entrepreneurs, they have businesses, they are the one running everything. HR, they are there. Admin, they are there. Accountant, they are, one person is doing all those things. So I advise that you need to build team. Build your team. It doesn't necessarily recruiting these people. They could be your family member. They could be an intern in that your organization. They could serve as contract staff. Yeah, so let people also work with you, because investors are also watching to know if you have that capacity to work with team. If they want to invest in your business, they will come and tell you that, okay, we are bringing in this person, we are bringing in this person. Are you willing to accept people into that startup? So they also want to know if your company hires a complementary skill set. Yes, you have different people doing things, and whether you'll be flexible. Yes, you are open-minded and willing to embrace different perspective to businesses. That is when advice come in. That is when mentorship come in. Are you the one that is open to mentorship? They are watching you. So don't just think about you want to go there to collect the money. The money is my own. No, but think about, yes, I want to collect the money, but I want to also start a relationship with the investor. So after this slide, we'll be going into our breakout session. So during the breakout section, all you will be doing in your breakout section is to use the template, the same assignments you did before as a group. That is what you are going to be transferring into the pitch deck template now. So you pick a business name for your group, then you fill in all those template, all those 6 slides using that business name. That's group now, is a group task now, not individual. So once you are done, of course, you submit to the email for assessment also. But the breakout session is for group assignment. And the only thing you have to be doing in that assignment is the pitch deck that we did in the first class, the business model canvas assignment I gave you the last time. That same business you work together with your group member, that is what you are now going to be transferring into the pitch deck. So you write your business name and every other factors into that pitch deck as a group and submit to the same email that I gave you. So it should be group 6 now. I should have pitch deck from 6 group. We had 6 group the last time. Yeah, so I should be expecting 6 group assignments from after this slide. We'll be going to our breakout section to do that. So when we come back for the next class, we will complete this presentation and we are going to also pitch that pitch deck by group. So I'll be giving you enough time for that breakout section to make sure you finish the assignment and come back for that pitching. You're going to pitch as a group. Apart from submitting the assignment, you also be pitching. So get your presenter ready during the breakout. You decide on who is going to pitch for you. You also get your pitch deck and pitch. Let me round up with it. Last slide, attitude matters. Now, in pitching, you are not just about because of the money you want to go and collect. What attitude are you showing? Yes, do you have this togetherness mindset? So think about this as you prepare for your pitch. If investors poke holes into your idea, you know some investors can be very funny. We've not even finished pitching. The next thing they will interrupt you and start asking you questions. So now, will you get defensive? Do you want to defend yourself? Like if they ask you about your financials, that in the last year, what did you make? And so will you be like defensive to defend yourself? So when they ask you about your financial projections, do you exaggerate, or will you exaggerate the numbers? You know, these are very important questions you need to ask yourself before going into pitching, because attitude matters. So hopefully your answers are no. Of course, you won't say no, but the reality, you need to know how to not to be defensive when they ask you questions. You need to learn how to be polite. Even when they ask you questions, politely answering them and giving them the right figures when they ask you. So it's very important. You know, firms also want to partner with founders they can trust, and founders who are open to guidance and mentorship. You know, founder investors, when they look at you, they can tell if truly this person will be open to mentorship, if truly this person, we can guide this person. So, but if you are second guessing your reactions, when they ask you for your financial and you are still thinking, you know, you are still second guessing, then of course, you might be pushed out of that pitching competition. So consider what you might be asked. Excuse me.
Thank you.
So before going into presentation of your pitch deck, consider what you might be asked and practice your response. And practice your response, because you never can tell what they will ask you. Then tell a story. Yeah, you know, we talked about this, telling a story before. When describing your business idea, zero in on the problem you are addressing. Yeah, so you start from that problem you are addressing and how you are solving it better than your competition. And you do this by telling it as a story. You know, when you tell a story, it shows that you want to take your business to the next level, because people want to hear story more than head knowledge. So start with a story. It's always good to include story in your presentation. So you could do this by presenting a real life scenario in which you describe the pain points. We talked about the pain points, yeah, to gain points the last time. So a current or prospective customer faced. You can start with a customer that is coming to lament to you, that complain to you what he or she is facing, and how you are able to solve that problem by providing that customer a gain situation, how you are able to fix that issue. So this can help engage investors on a personal level and inspire them to see your ideas potential. So learn to tell a story. Learn to tell a story. So by complementing your spreadsheet and charts with a compelling story, you can paint a fuller picture of your startup's future and more effectively highlighting the opportunity in the market. We talked about the SWOT analysis. What are your opportunities? So when you are telling the stories, you need to include the opportunity. You need to include the opportunities in the story. So when you are telling your story, remember, you talk about your vision, you talk about the problem you are solving, the solution you are providing, the opportunities in market for you. You need to talk about those things when you are telling your story. And also, you need to cover the details, the very important details of that your business. You also need to cover it. if you are given 2 minutes to do that, make sure the important aspect of your business is being covered in that short time. So what is important to set the stage? While it's important to set the stage, you also need to cover the specifics, right? Now, in your pitch deck, simply define your value proposition and share a memorable tagline for investors to leave the meeting with. So from there, convey the opportunity and the other details. Then what is the size of your market? You need to list them. How do you plan to attract and retain customers? You need to list them. Then how you can create barriers to competitions. You need to also state them. When you are covering all the details, you have all this in short. You need to list them. Investors want to know all this when you are telling your story in a pitch form. Very important. Then you need to also state your plan. As you can see again, this is me in Ghana. Yeah, I went for a pitching competition in Ghana and I went with these cookies. So after the pitching competition inside, I'd already displayed the product outside. And one of the investors, after listening to my pitching, he got interested and he said, okay, he's coming to look at what I have. And he came, as you can see, what we are doing. That he came to so he came to check what I have. So what's the plan to monetize the business and make revenue? So the plans you have, like the plans to sell these, we empower women on making these cookies. So it's not just about empowering them to make cookies. I was now telling them how we monetize these cookies, how we sell them. And that was why I even brought everything was sold out. I didn't come back to any of this product in Nigeria when I was coming back. So that is it. You need to tell them how you plan to monetize those products, how you want to sell and make money from the product. How much did you invest in that business? You also need to explain. So in general, investors are trying to determine how entrepreneurs think about the opportunity rather than assess their presentation or prediction skills trouble. So they are looking at the opportunity, was so interested in, oh, let me see the opportunities in this business. Maybe it's something that he can invest in. And that was what brought about further questioning, further engagement, and further interest. And of course, it's a story now. So now investors want optimistic and confident realism. Be confident, be sure of what you are doing, and be confident. So they dislike projections. Don't just project what you are not even sure, what you don't even know, that is not even realistic. Don't just give any unrealistic projections, because these investors, they've seen too many companies miss their target by pitching. And company miss their target by pitching because they give them unrealistic projections. They are not realistic with what they project, and that is why they miss their target. So also you need to show the roadmap. So although you are in the early stage of your business, yes. Can you stop the annotation? Aliyu, can you stop that? Aliyu, can you stop that? Okay, so investors want to know how they will cash out in the end. Yes. So you have to show them the roadmap of that your business. So to clinch to your pitch, highlight your exit strategy and the options available. Yes, there are exit strategies in businesses. So meaning that if that your business gets to a certain stage, how do you want to exit? Do you want to hand it over to your children, or do you want to sell it off to another company to buy? How do you want to exit from that business? Because they are interested. They also want to know how they are going to get back their money. So even if you are starting small now, think about your exit strategy. Yes, that's exit strategy in the next 50 years. How do you want that business to die? Is it that you just want to wind up completely, nobody will hear about it again after? Or so we'll be learning some other exit strategies that we can adopt in this process. So investors are interested in that particular area. You need to let them know. Yes, so I think at this point is okay, we go for the breakout session. I thought I'd cover like 15 slides before we go. One more. Okay, so let me share the most common exit strategies before we go for the breakout session. So we have 3 strategies that I advise you can use if you want to exit that business. Acquisition. So this is when one company buys most or all of another company's share to gain control of it. And that is why we have like this is it which bank did Access Bank acquire completely? This bank, I can't remember their name again. So Access Bank took over that bank.
Diamond Bank.
Diamond, yes, thank you. So that's acquisition. So you might think of going into that. Then we have merger. This is when 2 existing companies are united into one new company. And of course, we have the initial public offering, IPO, when a private company uses sales of stocks to the public and can start raising capital from public investors. So it's good to start small, but think of going global. Thank you very much. So this point, we are going to be going into our breakout session for our assignment. So you go into your breakout session to do the assignment and come back. This is 30. Yeah, so we should be back by 12:10. Yes. So I'm giving you 40 minutes to do.
Hello, ma. Please, before you go, ma.
Yes.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well done, ma.
I can hear you.
Please,
Yes,
ma,
thank
can
you.
you help out the admin to resend the group list? Because most of us don't know the group we belong to now.
No, you will be assigned to the group directly online now. So if you are
Okay.
not online now, yes, it's not a group link. It's not a link. It's what we'll be doing now. So you'll be
Okay.
assigned, and it is only those who are available that will get to be assigned.
All
So
right.
the admin from Next Factory will be doing that. We have 33, as I'm seeing, participants now. So all the 33 will be assigned to their different groups, and that will be done from the Next Factory admin person. So just
All right.
stay on until you are assigned your class, to
Okay, ma.
your
Thank you
breakout
very much.
session, rather. Yes.
All right, ma. Thank you, ma.
So she will do that. So when we come back by 12:10, then we continue with our presentation. So just hold on for her to assign you. You have to hold on for her to assign you into your breakout session. Thanks for the breakout. Okay. All right, just hold on for her. She's trying to find network. So she, okay. And also just phone for the next three admin to assign you to your breakout classes. She said she's having network issues, so she'll be back. Just hold on for her. Abatai, hello, Rukayat, you raised your hand. Ahmed, Robiat, you raised your hand. Any question? Okay, so let's just wait. Hang on online to assign you because she can only assign you when you are online.
Zoom not talking. Ṣé?
Okay, ma, everyone is back on the call.
All right.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, so we'll go into the presentation so I can quickly round up with the presentation and then have you pitch before we call it a day. All right, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Great, so.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we talked about the most common exit strategies. So now let me just ask one or two people, what strategies do you want to adopt for your own business? What exit strategy will you want to adopt from these three for your own business? Like I said, start small and go global. Think global. Think about that 50 years. Where will you be? Where will your business be in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years? How do you want to exit business? So I answers, I need responses from participants. One or two, maybe you want to share with us why you want to pick maybe acquisition, merger, or IPO. Which one do you pick and why? Response from participant, please. I need your responses. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Yes, I want responses because this is part of business. Which of the exit strategies do you think will work for your own business? Which one do you want to adopt and why? I've asked the question, so I want to respond.
Good afternoon.
So none of you want to exit.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. I'm speaking for group one.
Yes, please.
Yes,
I want response.
Yes, ma'am. To me, if you wanted to take an exit strategy, ma'am, we will go for the merger. Hello, ma'am.
All right. So why? Yes,
the
why?
reason why? Yes, why? Okay, ma'am. The reason why I say so is that sometimes financially one might be down. So having speaking with one of your co-competitors, you both agree on a term, 50-50, 30-20, 70, 60-40 ratio of sharing the outcomes. You can match together, give it another name, start all over again. So he won't lose his customers. I will not lose we too will not lose our own customer. So in coming together, we will generate more customers, more sales, more income, and less stress.
Yes, I understand. Please go.
So in doing that, sir, we will still retain our employees. There will be no room for maybe someone lost his or her job due to inability to fund the business or keep the company going. So that's why I think merger will be good for our own room, which is room 1, man.
All right. Okay. Any other person wants to share? Nobody else wants to share.
Let me just try, ma.
Okay, please.
Okay, I think we would also like to go for merger. And one of the major reasons is because one, it's our idea, and would love that idea to still remain. We wouldn't want to totally, give it out. So we would want to still have a little bit of some control over the business idea. So aside that, we would also like to collaborate because several times we know that over time our supply hasn't even been able to meet up with demand, and so as such would love to merge with another company that also already have their own customer base or customer platform, which by working together we can always liaise, of course with the legal agreement and stuff, and together we'll be able to achieve more. Thank you.
Wow, awesome. Okay, so can we cite examples of merger organization that we've seen in reality, like merging together to come as one? Can we give example?
There's Diamond Bank and the Access Bank.
Access Bank.
There is
Okay.
Dangote flour mills. There's Olam and Dangote flour mills.
Mill.
Standard,
Yes.
Standard Trust Bank to United
okay.
Bank.
Then I think this fast this shopping mall, MTN, this
ShopRite.
ShopRite. Yes, I think they merged, or did they bought over the other partner? Hello. Then this fast food
I'm
also.
not sure ShopRite has a merger. I'm not sure about that.
Okay, there is this fast food
ShopRite is
also.
not much. ShopRite is not much.
Okay, so there is this fast food.
So they don't have any margin.
KFC.
And there's this one, item 7, I think is merger.
Mr. Beast and Moby, what will you call that? A kind of relationship. You know, those days when you see Mr. Beast, you will see it in Moby filling station.
No, good
That's
afternoon.
a kind of
I'm
franchise.
also in group 1. I couldn't find my name there.
So now let's move on. We have kinds of pitches. Okay, so while all strong pitches share foundational elements, there are different types to use depending on the scenario. So to increase your chances of success, you must tailor your pitch to your audience and the available time frame that you are given. You should also have a blueprint for how you plan to test your product's market fit.
Please,
What's the end result? And of course, please, who is that? And of course, a detailed plan to monetize your product. And of course, you need to share your exit strategy and the amount of capital that you need to achieve your business. And also, what strategies are you putting in place to help you carry out your business? So this is what you should look into when you are pitching. Then we have types of pitching, the elevator pitch. The elevator pitch is the most popular pitches. And this is when they tell you to send your pitch deck, 2 minutes video pitch. It could be 1 minute video pitch, or send your pitch deck that is not more than 5, 6 slides, or a 60-second video pitch. And that was why I asked you that if you meet suddenly on your way at the airport or in an elevator just like this, you met with who do you want to meet? For Lawrence, Tony, Elumelu, Dangote, mention them. And you're asked to talk about your business. So within that 60 seconds, will you be able to convince them? You are in so we call it an elevator pitch because the time at which you move from the ground floor to the 5th floor will not be more than 1 minute. And that's what we call a 60 seconds elevator pitch. So this is the shortest and the most popular and commonest that we use. It's the common one we use in getting information from entrepreneurs to convince investors about what they are doing. So within that 60 seconds, you should be able to convince that investors by sharing the value and what differentiates you from every other person doing that same business. So at the end, you must include a call to action, which is such as the amount of capital you required. If you are speaking with any of those guys, you can't just tell them about your business without asking for funding, you know? So you must look at how much you need and make sure you put it. There must be a call of action in that your elevator pitch. So don't just talk story without adding that finance that you need, because the essence of it, sharing the story of your business, is for you to attract, to get funding. So we have then the short form pitch. So this try to portray your business ideas value to prospective clients and investors as efficiently as possible. So this means summarizing the most important element of your idea in a way that makes them want to hear more. Now, you have to highlight the market size of your business, how you are going to create barriers for those your competitors. How are you going to win them? You have to state it in this short form pitch. Of course, they plan to monetize the business and how much financing is needed. So short form pitches can run from 3 to 15 minutes. Most times, it's usually done live, whereby you have a video class like this, and you'll be put on all seats. You have to put on your video, and you're going to pitch for 3 to 15 minutes. So the investors will listen to you, or maybe they will ask you to use a PowerPoint or keynote slides in the background when you're making your presentation. So this could be either an invitation for video presentation, or they invite you for a live presentation to maybe like impact investors now. They will invite you to attend an event at an hotel. So that hotel, they put everybody together there and you'll be pitched. You'll be asked to pitch for your business, whereby you also have the opportunity to use slides and punch and keynotes, PowerPoints for your business. So if you are pitching in a competitive setting, note any length requirements. And that's why we have different time, different lengths. They might ask you to do a 1 minute, 60 seconds. They might also say, oh, it's 3 minutes to 15 minutes. Oh, good. So, but note the one they are asking of you. These shorter pitches can pique investors' interest and hand you the chance to present a long form pitch. So if you have been asked to submit the 2 minutes or 60-second video, and they saw what you did in that video, they might also be interested in more, to learn more about your work. They asked you to send a 3 to 15 minute pitch deck. So from that pitch deck in a video setting, or maybe a live presentation, they also know more about you. So if you now proceed, that is when they will say, finally, okay, you've gotten to that last stage. Send us a whole document of your business. So now you need to know that when you are pitching, introducing yourself also matter. So one of the best ways to introduce yourself in a presentation is to share a punchy elevator pitch. So just like this, Sarah, you know, with your picture here. So they see your picture, they see your name. You can even go ahead to put your contact details and so mention your name, affiliations, and your team. Start with introduction basics, then explain the problem, the solution, describe your successes, the impacts of that your business, define your target market, explain your plan for customer acquisition. Yes, how do you want to get customers? Outline your competitors, yes, then describe your business model and provide your financial projection. Simple. Like you see this has everything. So you might want to use this style as like one page slide that will have all this information. You have the information of your team, you have the problem you are solving, you have the solution, you have the impact and the lives. If you have all these, they are just looking at everything when you are called to present. Then we have the long form pitch. So sometimes entrepreneurs are fortunate enough to have more than a few minutes to pitch their idea. So if this opportunity presents itself, it's important to make the most of your time. So this is the opportunity to address every aspect of your business plan. Yes, you know, in most cases, it's only few time that they allot to entrepreneurs. You only have short time to come and pitch. But if you are opportune to have this long form, oh, this is a great way to share everything about your business. And we should always be time conscious. I remember one pitching competition I went for, and we were timed 2 minutes each for everybody to pitch. And there was this guy, he was asked to pitch. Yes, we all had that 2 minutes. So when it was like few minutes to that time, they already giving him sign. Time up, time up, time up. But this guy didn't even stop. Oh. He continued pitching. So for me, I felt like, oh, number one, you had even gotten it wrong. Because they gave you 2 minutes. Every other person utilized the 2 minutes. So what do you want to say when they're already telling you time up, and you kept on sharing? So that alone had disqualified you. So watch out for time. If it is 1 minute, 60 seconds, 2 minutes, 15 minutes, just know what they want. 30 minutes, oh, fine, you even have all the time to talk about your work. So zero in on your story. If you got that 30 minutes to make your presentation, focus on the story. You know, there is a way you can tell that story in that real life scenario that people will focus on you and they'll be listening with rapt attention to follow you on all the details of that your business. So you detail the market size to illustrate demand and clear examples of how you attract and retain customers. Very important. It's not just to get customers. How do you want to retain them? You know, some customers will patronize you once and they will never come back because of maybe your attitude, because the way you treated them. So how do you want to retain customer to make sure that customer repeats buying from you? Investors are interested and they want to know. So, and of course, focus on your competitors. Who are your competitors? How do you want to win them? So this show you are planning for and ahead of future challenges. So you're able to defend, to know your number, to know your record, to know your business very well, and you are able to tell that business story well in that few time you have been allocated to. They know, oh wow, this person is ready and is already planning ahead of the future. Then the long form pitch.
Hello, Ma. Please, before you continue, we can't see your slide, please.
Okay. Can you see it now? The screen share is low. What's the problem? Okay, let's see. All right, so now along from while it's loading, let me continue. I think it's a network. I don't know. Today's the network has been some. Right, so a long form pitch should communicate your business concept clearly and concisely. Open the possibility for follow-up questions and capture the investor's interest. So you cannot just go pitch there without getting the interest of that investors. Whatever story of the business be, you must be able to sink into the heart of the investor so that they can always remember. And what is that tagline you want to use? Just like we say Orange World, when you hear Orange Bank, which bank is that? We know that it's GTB. When we hear like My Bank and I, we know that it's FCMB. So there must be a tagline that when you start, investors know that I think it's sharing. Hello. So now a long form pitch. We've learned about types of pitches, the elevator pitch, the short form, the long form pitch. So consider preparing all three pitch lengths so you can be ready for any opportunity. Any opportunity can come and they're asking for long form pitch. That is not when you want to start making your pitch deck. So you need to prepare all your pitch deck ready. It's important to stay agile so you can modify your pitch to fit specific length requirements. As a business owner, different types of pitch, you should have it. The startup pitch deck that I sent to you, you should have that. You should also learn, research more to get other templates that you can use for your business. So have, just like you have the comprehensive business plan and you have the mini business plan, you also need to do that for your business pitch deck. You should have that long form, short form, and elevator pitch deck. Landing your pitch. How do you land your pitch? Because if you are able to land your pitch very well, this will lead your business to evolution. So every investor prioritizes different data and information. Yet, if you start by choosing the right investor, like how we started research about research, their track record, research the amount they are willing to give, and so if you are able to start by choosing the right investor and then aligning your needs with your proposed market opportunity, your value proposition, and then your exit strategies, definitely you have a chance at landing the pitch. So all these information need to be considered in your pitch deck if you really want to get that funded. Your value proposition, your market opportunity, your The network is not friendly again. What's the problem? Can you all hear me?
Yes, I can.
Then the network.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, great. Let's
Yeah, I can hear now.
Oh, great. We are already at the end of my presentation before you now come into. So that is it. Every investor prioritizes different data and information. So, of course, consider all things that I said, your value proposition, your market opportunity, your exit strategy, the problem you are solving, the solutions, and of course, align your business with SDGs. Whatever business you are doing, identify one of the SDGs and align your business to it. Because these days, funders are interested in businesses that is attached or aligned to SDGs, that is solving problem. So what problem are you solving with that your business? So before we, okay, so great. I have some pitch deck video presentation I want us to quickly watch before you come back to make your presentation.
Okay.
The video, yeah, so why the video is connecting?
Oh,
This is
biscuit méjì.
so group presentation time. Group presentation now. So group, be getting ready for your presentation. So we'll have group
Yes,
1
my
to
grandma.
6. Yes, so you have to get ready to make your presentation. Group 1. Group 1. The video is taking time to load. So let's have group 1. Make your presentation. Then like that, we move on until the video will answer us. Okay, so can we have group 1? Based on what you have learned from this pitch deck, pitching competition. Now you're going to pitch now, and you have 3 minutes. Each of the three minutes to pitch. Meaning that in the next 20 to 30 minutes, all groups should have finished making their pitching presentation. So if you can still come back to the video group, otherwise we'll round up the class. So group 1, can we have you? 1, we are waiting on the name of your group members. Group 1.
Hello, good morning, ma. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, presenting for
So
group 1.
Group 1, then every other
Yes.
members of group 1 should indicate.
We're 16 in
We want
number.
to know
We're
their
16
name.
number.
I'm in
So
group
group
1.
1, what's your name? Presenter.
Yeah. Okay, I'm Sarah by name.
Sarah, all right. The other person, the other group members, I want everybody to mark their attendance. So if you are in group 1,
We're 16 in number.
it's your turn. Group 1, Sarah, you have introduced yourself. So can we have other members?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Benedicta. I am in group 1.
I'm
I'm also in group 1.
Good afternoon, ma. I'm Onyinye group 1.
Good afternoon, ma. I'm in group 1.
Sarah, you can go ahead and present. Please, it's target for everybody.
Hello, ma. I'm Yunusa Bisagaraman. Group 1.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. This is from Group 1, Olaniyi Teloye, ma'am. Hello, Mrs. Julie Obi.
Hello, ma.
Hello, good afternoon. Please, if you have finished talking, please always try to mute your mic immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. Olaniyi Teloye, Group 1. Hello, Mrs.
I'm
Afalami.
Yunusa Bisagaraman. Group 1.
Group 1, Paramade Adekunle.
Yes, ma. Omoni.
Akolade Oshoditolani, Group 4, ma.
Sorry, are we to mark attendance with our group or we are to present? Please, what are we doing?
You are not marking attendance.
I think the admin has network issues, so maybe you should just wait for her.
You all hear me?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello.
Mustafa Sinuka Kudra.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Mrs. Yeti YK, please check your message on WhatsApp, ma'am.
Can everybody hear me? I'm free. I'm
Hello.
And go ahead with your presentation.
Good afternoon, ma. This is
Group 1, go ahead with your presentation. Go ahead with your presentation, whoever is presenting the class.
Good afternoon, ma. This is Olaniyi Teloye from Group 1. I'm the one presenting.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma. Good afternoon, ma.
Okay,
So
go on.
Okay, ma. We are into soap making, liquid soap, toilet cleaner, antiseptics, etc. Okay. So the name of our product is Sparklings. We got into this business through a friend recommendation. We went to see one of our friends. So on getting there, we perceived some offensive odor from our house. So we now suggested that we did something, a home remedy that we're using on our home. So we decided to give it to her to try it. So after she tried it, she really appreciated it and suggested we can do it to make ends meet. So we got involved into it, starting with a capital of 20,000 naira for a start. So she helped us to sell it to our friends, our church member, our religious congregations. So in the process, she served as a sole distributor. We get our raw materials directly from a company from Lagos. So gradually, we started introducing our products to schools, churches, hospitals, offices, banks, etc. So we sell things that make the environment more cleaner than before and more conducive. We didn't sell bleaching agents. Even if you use our materials to clean the floor, your floor will still have the same color it has before. Our product doesn't bleach your ties or bleach your clothes. So in the process of doing that, we create jobs annually. Okay, we create jobs monthly for young sharps, secondary school holders waiting for admissions, some undergraduates, some graduates as well. So we do our advertisement through customer referral, through one-on-one advertisement, through our WhatsApp status advertisement, and through digital marketing, through our social media handles. So in the process of doing that, we write letters to some schools
Your
to
time
allow
is up, please. So it means that you didn't finish your presentation within the timeline. You can see, you learned from that mistake. But well done. So can we have group 2? Group 2, you have 3 minutes also to make your presentation. So the floor is open. Group 2.
Yeah. Good afternoon. My name is Ali Aisha from Group 2.
Good afternoon. So where are the other members of your group? Let them indicate. Group 2.
Yes, we have Comfort Onokwemipo and Olawe Bukola. I don't know if they are online at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, group 2, go on. Just 2 people?
Yes, we are just 3 in the group. We are just 3 that joined today.
You are just 2 in your group?
3.
Oh. 3. So the other, I only got Aishat Aliyu. I got Bis.
Yes.
So where are the other 2?
Probably they joined another group. I don't think they understand how the breakout session.
Are you now the only person in group 2?
No, we are 3. Comfort Onokwemipo, I and Bukola.
Okay, you're also in group 2.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, my comfort in group 2.
All right. So, okay, so continue your presentation.
Okay, so we'll be using the business we use for
continue with your presentation.
We'll be using the business we use for the business model Canva, which is Comfort Plantain Chips. So we'll be using the pitch deck. During the breakout, before the breakout, I didn't get all the slides you talked about, but I'll be following. I'll just do with what I have. So the name of the business is Comfort Plantain Chips. We are located in Ilorin, Kwara State. We produce and package. So about us, that's the second slide. We process and package hygienically packaged plantain chips for people with sweet tooth, that is the sweet plantain chips, and the unripe plantain chips for people who don't want sweet plantains. Then our core values are quality, that is we produce high quality plantain chips, innovation, sustainability, affordability, and we are also health conscious. And the problem we solve is the problem of availability of hygienically processed plantain chips. That is, we process our plantain chips in a hygienic environment. We do not use adulterated oils. We use high quality oils. We do not mix our vegetable oils with maybe lubricants or something to just reduce cost in while not considering the health of our customers. So we are health conscious, and we also have a customer segment where we provide unripe plantain chips for people who are diabetic and cannot consume the sweet plantain chips because of the high sugar content. So that is the problem we are solving, and the solution that is the solution to the problem we are solving. We are also in line with the SDG 2, which is zero hunger, SDG 3, good health and well-being, SDG 8, decent work and economic growth,
Your
SDG
time is
9.
up.
Okay, thank you.
So it's just your time. Well done. Thank you. So can we have 3?
Good afternoon, madam.
Group 3. We've had soap making, we've had plantain chips. So group 3.
Group 3.
Yes, your name.
My name is Olamide Rotimi-Jazz.
Okay, the rest in your group, the rest members should also indicate their name.
Group 3, please indicate.
Abolade Oshodi Bisola Mariam, Group 3.
Ololade Misura. Okay, that's 2.
Alimi Nomsat Bolaji, Group 3.
Okay.
Elino
That's
Shadone.
3.
Elino Shadone. Group 3. I don't think break up.
I can't hear that.
Elin Oshadone. Oshadone Elin.
Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 names.
Abolade
Kabirat, Group 3.
Okay, Bisola, also group 3.
Adijat Atonda, Group 3.
Adijat, okay. Yeah, all right. So go on. We have good numbers for group 3. Group 1. Yeah. Okay. So the floor is open for your presentation. Group 3. Let's have you. You have your
Thank
3
you
minutes
very
that
much.
starts
Now, thank you. My name is Olamide Rotimi-Jazz for Group 3. Our business name is 3 Cosmetics. And this business started in the year 2020. Basically, we are into cosmetics. And then our solution is to actually solve skin problems ranging from eczema, rashes, acne, and the likes. We are located in Lagos State for now. We still hope to expand to other parts of the country. Our target audience ranges from people of ages 18 to 50, because we discovered that many people in the teenage age already have some or most of these skin problems. At the same time, we would also like to have a target audience that will be able to afford, the purchase of some of these products. We all know basically that cosmetics is any preparation that is applied to the human body for the purpose of beautifying, preserving, and altering the appearance, and for cleansing. Okay, it protects the skin as well as the hair and the nails. Okay, the uniqueness of our product is the fact that it is resistant to environmental factors like humidity, sweat, and the likes. Our products are basically lightweight. It means easily carryable by anybody, and it lasts very long on the skin. However, we have some basic competitors who are Royal Skincare, Temi Skincare, but we discovered that the edge we have over them is that our products are more affordable, and at the same time, it is effective on the skins of people. That is, they are not harsh on the skin. Based on the customers' reviews of those other competitors we have, we've discovered that we have this edge over these competitors. Okay, so for the business startup, we started by using about 400,000 naira, which we got from friends' contribution, family, and the likes, and personal savings as well. So in the first year, we were able to acquire our raw materials for the products, the weighing scale, and some other machines that we needed for the production. We started by having 2 employees that we paid a total amount of 20,000 naira for both. Then, of course, our utility bills, we used 12,000, tax and the likes. And after our production, we were able to make sales of our soaps, our body creams, body oils, and a face cream. We were able to produce about 30 pieces of body cream, 15 pieces of body oil. Face
Your
cream, we
time
had
is
about 30
up.
pieces. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, well done. Thank you for that. So can we have group 4? Group 4. I think the network is seriously bad. We need to quickly, yeah, group 4. So can we have group 4 presentation? Where is the presenter for group 4? Where are you? Okay. Olani. Okay, group 4, can we hear your presentation? Group 4. So nobody from group 4? Okay. So group 5. Group 5. Group 5, can you make your presentation? Group 5. Group 5, nobody? Okay, so can we have group 6 so that we can...
Yes, I think majority of people just joined group 1. That's why there are nobody in those.
Okay, so meaning we have just group 3, only 3 groups.
So there
1, 2, and 3.
that's 5 groups that were open. So that means everybody is done.
So meaning we had just only 3 groups, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, if that is the case, well done to you. You've all done well. At least you have a good knowledge of what it means to pitch for funding, and you also put that into practice. So the final assignment now is to submit your pitch deck using that template that was shared and send it via the email. So we'll only be assessing and working with those that we have their pitch deck. And as it is, I have some names. I've received some business model canvas assignment. I can see Akinloye, Khadijat, Agbolade Oshodi, Alayande Aishat, Abdurrahman, yeah, Agbolade Faida, okay, Saliu, yes. So those that I can see their BMC, we are going to review the BMC and get back to you with
I sent my too, Sarah. I sent my too.
Sarah, Bisola Yunus, Kuburat Olaide, Oyinye Nancy, Abdulfatai, Becky, Mustafa, Salaudin, Mustafa
Please, I'm not in
Kuburat, Babalola Comfort, Yuma Adama, Ololade, yes, Adediran Oluwatunmiye, Benedicta.
Please, I'm not.
Okay, yes, so I can see a good number of pitch BMC now. So same applies to your pitch deck, the same assignment. You do the assignment individually and submit back via that email. So let me just take a few questions before we call it a day. Yeah, question. Faramade, are you trying to ask a question?
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. Please go on with your question or comment.
Yes, ma. You are well done, ma. Thank you very much for the lecture.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma. Please, for the pitching, are we going to... For the pitching, are we going to do this today or tomorrow?
The pitching, it will be
our
by the next batch we are. So you will know when you will do that.
Yes, ma. Are we pitching it individually or group?
Yes, it's individually. The funding you'll be getting is individual. It's not as a group. The group is for the purpose of the class and for proper assimilation for you to also learn in a smaller class. So, but you will now face reality working, pitching for your business alone now. So it's not a group pitching, it's individual pitching. And select a few people.
Hello, ma. Sarah is in, ma. Please, pertaining the assignments, pitch deck, right? Are we submitting it in group or individually?
Individual.
The next information on the pitching will be shared by the next factory. Every other information you want about the pitching, the admin from Net Factory will share that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Class secret. Are you saying something?
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon,
ma. Well done, ma.
Good afternoon.
Please, the question
Good
I want to
afternoon,
ask
ma.
is that are we pitching on the topic we pitch at the group individually?
Of course, now it's all about your
business. Okay.
You're
Mama.
pitching all about business. If you were in the class, you will know what to pitch about.
I'm in the class.
If you follow the class from the beginning, you will know what to pitch about. So you are pitching about your business. And I pointed what and what you should note.
Yes, okay.
Alim Atolufade, your questions. I can see your hands up.
Yes, thank you. Please, you know, today the network has really been bad. For me, I didn't get all the slides you sent earlier. I hope we'll still get them. That is one. Then two, the assignments you told us we are doing individually for our business. Very good. So what email are we sending the pitch to? Then you didn't tell us that
if you really submitted your assignment for the first class, you should have the email you are sending the other assignment. It's the same email. It's not different. It's the same email. Those are submitted BMC. You can see that I was calling out names. Yes, so it means that we shared an email to submit assignment to before now. And the pitching information will be shared to us by the Net Factory admin. That's what I said. So I believe you are in a group already, WhatsApp group. So from that WhatsApp group, you get more information on when it is time to pitch.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Olani, you're welcome. I'm seeing your hands up. Okay. Alimat, I thought I answered you.
Hello, ma. Olani, ma.
Yes, please.
Yes, I wanted to ask earlier that to submit our assignment in a PDF form or as a written document.
Yes. There's a template you are going to use. So you follow the template and submit it anyhow you want to submit. Either I've seen PDF format, I've seen MS format. So whichever one that works for you. It's just for reviewing, nothing else. So there's a template you need to work on. Yes.
I did the first assignment. I submitted through my email, but my email does not even contain any of my name, ma. It's my alias name that I use. So I don't know, maybe you got
what's your name?
YK Yetiyinkuz@gmail. Yetiyinkuz@gmail. But at the end of
problem, if you submitted, we'll definitely receive it from our end.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
Yeah. Okay. So one more question before we call it a day. Yeah, please go on.
Hello, ma. Well done, ma.
Yes, please go on. Yeah, thank you.
Please, I've submitted my assignment on my email, on the email, and you have not been mentioning my name.
Not a problem. Not a problem. It's not every name we mentioned, but we've seen a lot. We received a lot of many responses. So even if you didn't enter your name, you are sure you submitted, then not a problem.
Okay, okay. Thank
Hello,
you.
Hello, ma. Good
Yes,
afternoon.
please. Good
please, I have
All
afternoon.
right, ma. Concerning the assignment now, when is the final time we have to submit it? Must it be today
The
or
deadline is
tomorrow?
Sunday. So if we can receive
Sunday,
any email
okay.
that comes from Monday, we will not access that again. But from now to Sunday, that's when you have. So Sunday is the deadline to submit
Okay.
your
Also, ma,
assignment.
please, are we getting the slide on our WhatsApp?
I can't hear that.
Because the network is very bad as in on the pitching, because the network, I'm having the challenges where I am now. I couldn't get much of the information.
You
I
have
don't know if they are going
from
to help
today
us to
to
send
Sunday
the
to work on your assignment and submit.
yes, just
Individually now, it's not a group.
as we receive the PDF on other ones that we have done. Are we receiving? I can get you. So I don't know if you are getting slide on that on our WhatsApp group.
You already have the assignment. So the assignment is to work on that pitch deck. It's not, I don't think you need a slide for the assignment. Do the assignment. That's also for us to test your knowledge. Maybe you really followed what we've been communicating. So it's not about sharing slides now. It's about you doing the assignment. So if you join the class from the beginning, from the business model canvas, business plan, pitch deck template, and finally pitch deck presentation. So if you were in class, you should know how to just put all these documents together and send to us. That's the way it works. Thank you very much. I want to take my leave at this time.
Thank you, ma.
Hello, ma. Good afternoon.
Yeah, so if you have any other question, you can reach out to the admin from Net Factory and share your concern, and it will all get to me. Thank
Please,
you
ma,
very
I
much.
read my
So the
statement. I was
wait
for a few minutes.
The admin will take the attendance, so you have to hang on for her to share the attendance list with you. But my presentation is I'm done with my presentation. Just hang on for her to share the attendance link for you to mark your attendance for today's class. All right. Thank you very much for having me, and you have a blessed day. Make sure you sign your attendance. Thank you.
Yes. Eh? Attendance almost